Okay, so good morning to everybody. My name is Elisa Cùm. I am an engineer and I am a building envelope efficiency consultant, which means that I work with Point on the building issues concerning the building envelope and high energy efficiency buildings. My work in this project was about providing a BIM model of a public building in order to make it communicate with openMAINT. We start from a main issue, which is that most Italian public buildings are not provided with BIM models, which means that most of them we don't know how they are made and we don't know the modification that occur to any building in the public administration from the building point of view, I mean. And maintenance of those buildings is often outsourced and is therefore a high cost for the public administration. So our objective was to use openMAINT as a tool to remotely maintain buildings in an easier, quicker, cheaper way, and have it interface with the BIM model of the building in order to keep it constantly updated with little to no effort from local technicians, which means also a cheaper way, no need to local technicians to be highly skilled and so on. What we did is has been to define the BIM model features for a sample building, which means that we had to decide which objects we wanted to monitor. For instance, the supplies for heating and cooling, or fire defense supplies, spot lightnings, and so on. And what did we need to check about those supplies? And then we need to define openMAINT tasks. So we need to know if we want to openMAINT to provide a routine maintenance, to provide an alert for maintenance, for extraordinary maintenance. We don't need an alert at all, and so on. We need to define if we require openMAINT to track down every change occurring to the monitored feature, or we don't need it at all, and so on. And the first step was to develop a BIM model. The model you see here, left bottom, is a model of a primary school in a small town located near Udine. The BIM model was developed with ArchiCAD, and the main feature to emphasize is the fact that the model does not only involve the envelope of the building, but also the equipment. Here we have an example of one special feature, which is a heating unit, and we know where it is placed inside the building, and we have many other information about this object. This set of information is what we will go to give openMAINT, such as date of purchase, name of the manufacturer, model, nominal heating power, and anything else that openMAINT will need to control remotely. So after this, the school is equipped with sensors which provide indication of levels of temperature, relative humidity, CO2, VOC, etc., according to what we want to measure as defined at steps 1 and 2. These sensors will provide data to the openMAINT model of the building, which will use them to perform a throughout check of the building in order to create a constantly updated database and provide the previously defined alerts. So if we go back to the previous slide, openMAINT will have constant check of this heating unit and will use the information we gave it to check if it is always running correctly or not. The main functional scheme is in this picture. You can see different buildings, such as a school, such as a municipality, other schools or other buildings, and each of them is provided with sensors which give the information through the internet to the server cloud on which openMAINT is based, and openMAINT will share these information with the Key Point Center of Monitoring and Control. So the Key Point Center will always be connected with openMAINT in order to provide a constant check on what is going on effectively on each of these buildings. Another important feature of openMAINT is that we may not be interested in what happens in a building, but we may be interested in what happens in the whole municipality. So, for instance, we have the lightning lamps along the streets of a municipality, and we can group them in different colors according to the main counter which commands each of them, and have proper information on each lightning point, lightning street point. Another feature is the possibility that openMAINT gives us to check remotely the values which are measured by the sensors from time to time. So the operator, which can take a look at this feature at this monitor, will always be able to check if everything's all right, and maybe if he is skilled enough, he will not need any alert from openMAINT, so he will be able to check and to choose whether he can have an alert or not, according to how confident he feels about this issue. So this is more or less everything we can say in this little time we have for what concerns the use of openMAINT together with the BIM model of the building. I thank you for your attention and I wish you a pleasant day. Thank you.